iGlobal Awards 2020. The iGlobal Awards celebrate ordinary people who are doing extraordinary things for the British Indian community and beyond, often extending acts of kindness in the most challenging situations. They come from across the country, from diverse backgrounds, but through their actions, they shine a light on human goodness, innovation, creativity, and sacrifice well beyond the call of duty. We honour the unsung champions that make our community and country proud. This next award for this afternoon is the iGlobal Community Champion of the Year. We celebrate those who have taken the initiative to go the extra mile for their local communities during this time of need, whether through distributing food, mobilising faith communities, or simply sharing a little joy in the lives of others. Here are some of our shining lights. Let's take a look at who the finalists are. Nehal and Sanjayita Mehta. This couple stepped up when lockdown began and delivered hot food twice a week to their local hospital with over 1,300 meals now delivered. They started this initiative with their own funds and have rallied fellow volunteers to do the same, with their generosity being praised by a number of hospitals. Daksha, Varsani and Paresh, Jethwa. This couple have made a Herculean effort to help their community with their Community Response Kitchen and team of dedicated volunteers, having served a staggering 200,000 meals to NHS staff and vulnerable people. They continue to supply vital aid to the NHS and other mutual aid groups across London. Dhillon Manku. At 4 years old, Dhillon set out on a mission to raise money for a new incubator for Kingston Hospital, where he was born prematurely. This extraordinary youngster has raised over £21,000 by doing everything from a sponsored swim to a mass trampoline event. He's managed to achieve his goal by the age of 6, showing just what is possible with enough dedication and never give up attitude. Chinten and Pandya. Chinten and Pandya own Desi Taba restaurant in Wembley, London. Having only opened in February when restaurants were shut due to lockdown, instead of choosing to close their newly opened business, they used it to cook food for those in need. They managed to deliver 1,800 to 3,000 tiffins of much needed warm food and dry food parcels 7 days a week, totaling 200,000 meals during the 5-month period. And the winner is Dhillon Manku. I caught up with them earlier to get their reaction to winning this award. Hello and welcome to iGlobal Diwali Fest 2020. Now, we've been talking to a number of people who are champions in their own right, raising money for charity, doing what they do best, and also doing something a little bit out of the ordinary as well. So we've managed to catch up with a special person who's not only done things out of the ordinary, but he did it at such a young age. And we're joined today by a young man by the name of Dhillon Manku. Now, Dhillon is just 7 years old, and he's joined me today with his mum and dad, who are sitting right next to him, and he's going to be talking to us about what he's done and how proud we all are of him. First of all, Dhillon, I just want to say on behalf of everybody here and the whole world who knows you and loves you very much, congratulations on winning your award. How do you feel?
I feel happy.
Okay, let's put a measure on this. Just how happy are you?
Super happy.
Okay, so happy that you deserve a nice big present. Maybe. Okay. All right. So, Dhillon, I'm going to ask you what you did to raise money for charity. And I want you to help me and tell me and the world that's watching this what it is that you did and from what age did you start. And don't worry if you can't answer, because mum and dad can come in and talk as part of this as well. So let's start by asking you, first of all, when did you first decide to raise money for charity?
When I was 3.
3 years old. Okay. And what inspired you? What happened to make you think that you wanted to do something for charity to help other people?
It's okay.
What did you say?
Okay. Why did you start thinking that you wanted to raise money for charity? Why did you do it in the first place?
Because I wanted to help other babies when they're born prematurely.
Okay. And at 3 years old, 4 years old, you knew about babies that were born prematurely? Okay. And why is that? And how did you know that? What came into your mind saying that you want to help babies that are born prematurely? Why did you think of that?
Because I was born prematurely and I wanted to help other babies grow up.
Hmm. Okay. And have you had a chance to visit other babies that have been born prematurely or seen them in it? Because you've raised money, charity, and you've done lots of things. Have you had a chance to see some of those babies that you've helped? Have you been to see them?
I've seen a baby in India and I held it. I could hold it.
Okay.
So we visited, just to sort of come on that, we visited a premature hospital in India where premature babies are, and he visited there as well. And he was allowed to sort of go and hold a baby and see the babies. Unfortunately, due to the pandemic that we're in and the lockdown, he hasn't been able to go and visit the hospital and the incubator once it was purchased. But he did visit the hospital and the NICU unit at Kingston Hospital just before the lockdown, but it was before he managed to raise the money, complete the process of raising the money.
Dhillon actually enjoys going to Kingston, the hospital, don't you? What do you do when you go to the hospital?
I want to see the baby.
You do, don't you? And what do you do? What do you do? Who do you go to see? Who do you see there?
I forgot.
So you see the matron, don't you, Marie and Pauline? So he actually enjoys going to the maternity suite at Kingston Hospital, where the incubator actually is at the moment. So, and he seems to take the nurses cupcakes as well. So yeah,
I'm sure they love you, and you're a little star there, Dhillon. Dhillon, you've raised money for an incubator. How much money did you raise?
21,000.
£21,000.
Yes.
And do you want to tell us how you did that? How did you raise so much money? What did you do?
I did sponsored events
Such as?
like swimming and trampoline.
So when you did your swimming, did you have to swim lots and lots of lengths for a long period of time to get that money? And did you get people to sponsor you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he did 2 lengths on his fifth birthday. So he swam quite a length twice, and the reason why he did it twice, actually, Dhillon wasn't a very good swimmer, and actually premature babies, it's good for them to swim.
I also did running.
Yeah, you did.
Yes.
And
What was the last thing you did?
I think that's the most favourite.
Took you over the line. Did you do a pitch?
Should I make a video of making slime?
Yeah.
Okay. I want to know about your trampolining. What did you do with your trampolining?
It was like a trampoline area. There was like loads of trampolines, and there was also a little soft play.
Okay.
And then jumped, and then Mummy counted to 3, 2, 1 when it was over.
Ah, okay. All right.
And all my friends joined as well.
Fantastic. That's really good. Now, the school that you go to, what have the school said about you raising money at such a young age?
What did
Are
you
they
get from
proud of you?
What did Mrs. Barrington send you?
He sent me a reward, a head teacher award.
Fantastic. Well, look, Dhillon, you've done a fantastic thing at such a young age. You're an inspiration to us all. And we want to say a huge thank you to you for what you've done. Raising £21,000 for an incubator for a hospital is just an amazing achievement. People can't even do that in their entire lifetime sometimes. And you've done it at such a young age. And we're so very proud of you for what you've done. And that's why you've been given this award. I'm just going to turn to Mum and Dad now and talk with you both briefly, if I may, as we conclude this session today. You must have been a very proud mum and dad when at the age of 3 and 4, your son decided to start raising money for charity. Was that something that you prompted or inspired or motivated in him to do that?
I was going to say, so it actually came. He was obviously really small when it started, because I think in their children's lifetime, it's, you know, he was actually kind of 4 years old when he decided that he wanted to do it, because we explained to him what had happened to him, and I'd had my daughter, so he understood that he was in an incubator. And what that meant and what the incubators actually do. So we kind of explained to him what had happened to him when he was born early. And I think he kind of thought about it. And from that, he said, he wanted to help premature babies. So, and that's where the idea was born from. And he didn't actually understand the concept of money either. So we didn't actually know how much the incubator was either. So we signed up for something that we were quite worried about ourselves, to be honest. We've never done this type of fundraising before. So he actually went on to raise £2,000, and he thought he had enough money in his piggy bank to buy the incubator. So the concept of money, he didn't really, he didn't actually understand how much money that was. So then he actually raised £2,000 when he started setting up a Just Giving page, sent it out to friends and family. We said, well, why don't you, what are you good at? So I think we started on this swimming journey, thinking, okay, maybe you do a sponsored swim like most things. And it kind of just spanned from there. So on his 5th birthday, he did a sponsored swim and he raised £5,000. And that's ultimately where the thought came behind this incubator concept, because he wanted to help other babies born prematurely, because he understood that incubator helped him.
It had a snowball effect from that point onwards, saying, well, if this much, we can go further with this.
Well, absolutely. And he's also, I mean, as you can probably tell, he is quite a deep thinker. He's quite reserved generally, but he would come home and ask, what can we do next for the incubator? So he is quietly confident sort of chap. He's got a quality in him which is very endearing and caring. Like I said, he's a bit reserved, but he's a deep thinker, and he would often come up to us and say, look, what are we doing next? Especially when lockdown started, he was quite upset, knowing that he can't do any more events. And that's where he came up with the idea. He wanted to make slime and try and sell it. And I'm not sure if you know, but he put a pitch together using his arts and crafts to an Asian family called the Kamani family, who own Boohoo and Pretty Little Thing, among others. And the mother, Aisha Kamani, actually picked it up, and she loved the pitch that he actually drew up and donated the rest of the money that was outstanding for the incubator, which was amazing.
And secretly, I think for us, we kind of left him to his devices. He likes making, I think every child out there likes making slime. I don't know one child that doesn't. So we kind of left him to his devices, and I thought, right, okay, get it done. We'll record you. And we didn't realise that, because in the pandemic, it's hard to work full time and have your children at home and be parents as well. I'm sure that's had its challenges for many, but I think for us, it was quite disheartening, because he would ask us, what's the next event? And trying to understand what COVID-19 is, why they were homeschooling. This idea he'd had about making slime, and he's seen the unicorn of this brand, and he liked all of that concept. So he just designed it and pitched. And I never, because the NHS is fundamentally, we were supporting the NHS, but it wasn't so specific that, you know, trying to raise the money for an incubator was going to be quite hard to raise the final amount. And we were so fortunate enough that that was picked up, and that was what pushed it over the line. But I think what's more amazing is that he started this journey, but the actual incubator came into play when it was needed the most in the pandemic. And I think that for us is just things just working, you know, mysterious ways, if you want to call it. And we know that back when the incubator had arrived, that it's actually treated multiple, like hundreds of premature babies already this year.
That's fantastic. That's an amazing achievement, and I think congratulations need to be extended to mum and dad as well, to both of you, to being such inspirational people and supporting your son in the way that you have. Obviously, at his age, he still needs guidance, and he'll also need a steering towards which way to go with things. And when you earlier said he doesn't have a value of money, and we don't expect him to have at that age. Yeah. So very well done to you both, and to the entire Manku family as well. We're very proud of you. And if people want to donate to other causes, which I'm sure Dhillon will be doing, Dhillon, what's your next project then? What are you going to be doing next?
I don't know yet.
He's still thinking.
Okay, but are you going to continue raising money for charity?
What else would you like to do if you had to do something?
Yeah.
Make a shop with slime.
His big thing, slime. He wants to make slime and donate the proceeds to charity, basically. That's his big thing.
We love it. We love slime, and we'll be supporting you as well. So very well done. Congratulations on winning your award. And I wish you a very, very happy Diwali, and hope you get lots and lots of presents as well for Diwali, for all the great work that you've done. And I wish you and your family a very happy Diwali, and many, many congratulations on your fantastic achievement, Dhillon. Very well done.
Thank you.
Thank you for talking.
Thank you, and happy Diwali to everyone.
Happy Diwali to everybody.
Take care.
Take care.
Thank you.